G'day mates, Hoosier Daddy here.
And who's your mama?
Welcome to my new series, Cooking with Vegemite. This is episode 1. We are trying Vegemite recipes from the Vegemite website. So today we are having, it's Vegemite Bolognese. So to make this, you're going to start out with a pound of ground or minced beef, and you're going to cook it up in the skillet. Now the original recipe called for an onion that you chop up and you saute separately in oil, but I didn't want to waste time. So I just chopped up my onion and added it straight to my beef and cooked them up together. Now I do want to tell you that I did take some liberties with this recipe. I didn't follow it exactly like the original, but Bolognese is a pretty versatile recipe. You can make a lot of alterations and it can still turn out great. But I will leave the original recipe in the caption so you can take a look at that if you want to. So the next thing I did was to cut up some bacon and add that to my beef and my onions. And even though I hadn't added any seasoning yet, man, this smelled so good. I just got it all chopped up together, got that meat browning and the onions getting soft. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, there is supposed to be a TikTok ban in the US, so I may not be able to access this app here in a couple weeks. So if you want to continue following me, I am on all the other platforms, including YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So make sure to check out the link in my profile so you can follow me on all those other platforms in case we lose TikTok. But anyway, back to the show. Make sure to chop up all of your meat and your onions and cook it up really good. And then it's time for the spices. Now, obviously, fresh spices are going to be best, but I didn't have any fresh garlic and it called for 2 garlic cloves. I just used some pre-minced garlic. And rosemary, if you have some fresh rosemary sprigs, that would be great to use too, but I just had the dried spices. Then you add a dash of balsamic vinegar. And then, of course, the magic ingredient, bum, ba, da, bum, 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 it's Vegemite. Yeah, you just add 1 big heaping tablespoonful of Vegemite straight to your sauce. And then you're gonna add the tomatoes. Now, obviously, once again, fresh tomatoes would be better, but I just had some canned tomatoes. I put in a big can of diced tomatoes and another small can of petite diced tomatoes. And you're gonna stir that all up together, and you're supposed to let it simmer for about an hour till it gets thick, but I didn't have the patience for that, so I added some tomato paste as well to get it all thickened up. You just want to cook it down until it is a nice saucy consistency. Then in the meantime, you're going to cook up your spaghetti noodles. And once those are done, you just put those on your plate and get some of your sauce and add that right on top of your spaghetti. And there you have it, Vegemite Bolognese. Doesn't that look delicious? You can't forget the Parmesan cheese on top. All right, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think?
I think it looks amazing. I'm excited to try it.
So I actually looked up the difference between Bolognese and regular spaghetti. And Bolognese apparently is basically just chunky, meatier spaghetti sauce. So that's the way this turned out. It looks very chunky and meaty and hearty.
Chunky and meaty.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Cheers. That's pretty good. I like it. I think in this case, the Vegemite just acts as a good seasoning, gives it a little extra flavor, but I don't really taste Vegemite. It doesn't stand out with everything else. It just kind of melds with all the flavors of the garlic and the tomatoes.
Super good.
You like that?
Yep.
Wow. And I had some people in my comments telling me that it was sacrilegious to put Vegemite in pasta. But I think it works.
Why?
I don't know. I think it works like this. This is pretty good.
It's not only for toast anymore, people.
Yeah, Vegemite is very versatile. How do you think this compares to like regular spaghetti?
I think it's better than regular spaghetti. I can't really taste the Vegemite in it, but maybe that's the whole point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would probably give it an 8.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. About an 8 out of 10. It's just a really good, meaty spaghetti sauce. I like it. If you want to make a video of you trying this, make sure to tag me in the video. Let me know what you thought of it. Also, if you have any other suggestions for what's the next recipe we need to try off the Vegemite website, let me know. Until then, we'll see you next time. Love you guys.